Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome, Retro Spectrum, once more with another look back, but not too far actually, to the world of the ZX Spectrum and retro computing. I'm Ewan Spence. We're going to have a review today, and it's going to be of a classic that has become new once more. It is the elusive, the mysterious, the missing, the fabled Mire Mare. Ultimate Play the Game's little tease at the start of all its previous adventures, given form on our favourite computer. So, this is, let's see, delightful flip screen. It's a run around, avoid the bad guys, collect objects to open up things to allow you to get more objects to eventually solve the quest kind of game. So, pretty good format that many of you will be familiar with. But perhaps the backstory here is a little bit more interesting because, well, let's just have a little look at the game in action. You might actually see what I mean by that. There we go. Into the menu and the music. And we'll just bring that over there. So straight away, you can see where one of the interesting things is, which is we've got the Ultimate Play the Game logo at the bottom there. But this isn't from Ultimate. This is actually a tribute to the game that they teased throughout Underwurlde, Night Lore, and Pentagram. The end of those games all made reference to the Mire Mare. So they basically queued up the equivalent of Sabreman's Age of Ultron, and it never arrived. It was hinted at. There was bits and pieces and clips of it in the archives. It was going to happen, not happening. It was maybe going to be on the Game Boy. Lots of, let's just say, stuff happened. Probably the best way to do it. Stuff happened, and at the end of all of that, Mire Mare still didn't appear until 2014. And in 2014, we actually saw a version of it from Luca Bordoni, who did a version of it in AGD to go alongside the Kickstarter campaign for the story of ZX Spectrum in Pixels. It was one of his earlier games. 6 years later, he's returned to it. He's taken a blank sheet of paper in terms of the code, the writing, and the design, and released this probably early November 2020. This is Mire Mare. Kempston on the Sony. Let's just have a look at the fun we have here. And if you know your Sabermans, you're going to go, I know this. Look at that. He's running around the screen. We've got they hit you and they do skills, and you can't actually do or pick up anything. Now, when you hit those crates, you can actually, I'm just dying horribly there. You go run over, pick that up, and now I've got a throwy thing. Yay! Admittedly, I've lost a ridiculous amount of health, but as you can tell, this is a tribute to the Ultimate Play the Games, and nobody stays there straight away. So, like, I don't even need to leave that first screen. I'm going to, but you can already see where this is going. You are going to be running around a great big landscaped world. Everything will be against you. All the creatures, all the monsters. There will be items to pick up along the way. Obviously, I've played this game a little bit before doing the recording. You're going to have things to pick up. Oh, magic thing. There we go. Let's grab that. A spell is required, but I don't have a spell. And you can see where this is going. Oh, a key. So, for example, you can get the key. And I'm going to nip down here partly because, as I said, I've got a rough idea where things are. There's a door. Get the key. There's a chest to go over. And that gives me a magic spell instead of my sword. So, let me just pause that there. You can see exactly where this game is going. You've got to collect the 3 objects to throw into the mouth of a dragon. And when you do that, you walk through the dragons. No, it's not like that. You've got to get the objects that protect the dragon, throw them into a volcano, then climb up, then climb into the dragon's mouth so you can escape. You know, classic find stuff, do stuff, escape that we would have known from all of the Ultimate games. And it is a really, really good tribute. It's not exactly the same. Okay, it has to be said. It doesn't need to be said Let me show you. It's back in time with the monochrome, big stick, everything popping up and killing you. Oh, I can't remember how to get past the rhinoceros. Oh, I'm gonna go dead. That's not how it. There we go. Ah! Run through, run through. No, 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 no. I'm gonna die as well. I forgot how much. I forgot just how fast Sabrewulf would be. No, no, run away, run away, run away, run away. Oh, ring. Nope, can't remember what that does. Oh, it's a protection thing. No, it's not a protection thing. Anyway. Horny hippos got past me. Spider kill, spider kill, spider kill. Doopy-doo-doo, spider kill. There's a hat. There's a flower. I don't know what I'm going to do because it's all in black and white because that's how I used to play Spectrum games in the 80s. Don't wake the hippo. Don't wake the hippo. Don't bring all the people. So yes, back to Mire Mare, which, as you can now see, is slightly slower, and the enemies don't come at you so quickly. But at the same time, for me as a gamer of the older generation with slower reactions, this is that nice balance between being a tribute, being its own game. The design elements are built for this slower gameplay. And something that rewards my older, slower reactions. And yeah, the comparison is an interesting one, but let's get this right. This is a damn fine game. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one is it's not as evil, actually. Let's make that the first one. It's not as evil. The Ultimate Play of the Game Sabrewulf ones are vicious. This is just Heart Me Plenty, to go with another classic name. It's a smaller grid. The Ultimate Play of the games were generally played on a 16 by 16 grid with 256 rooms. Yes, we can all do the maths. And they usually had like 3 different areas in each space in a sort of way to make that you actually had about 600 different rooms all connected together. Here you don't. Here it's a much smaller grid. Here it's 6 by 7. With a couple of twists along the way. I'm not going to reveal them to you because I don't really want to spoil this game. There's not a huge number of objects to collect. There's 3 sort of golden ones that can be used to throw them away down the mine. You do have some little things like you can't get through there, so you're going to have to go through that door at the bottom. There's some nice little puzzles going on in there as well. And it's quick to map, relatively. It's relatively easy to work out where you're going with the puzzles. Actually getting all the puzzles correct, that's a little bit harder, it has to be said. And I don't want to spoil much more than that because this is a game you could probably start playing, understand, map, work out what you need to do, and complete all in a single gaming session. Probably quite a long one, but you can get this done in a night. And that's probably one of the reasons why it's a really big recommendation from me, because it's a shorter gaming experience. It's not the hours and hours and days and weeks and weeks that you would need to nowadays defeat the likes of Sabrewulf or Nightmare or Nightlower. Nightmare is a completely separate game, spellcasting Later. So please go find Mire Mare. It's a great game. It looks sumptuous and spectrum-y and a little bit throwback. You can do fun stuff like do your own map. And I can't remember. One of the things I love about this channel is I get to go back and do old Spectrum maps on a bit of paper. There is a map that comes in the archive. Don't look at it. It's a bit of a spoiler. Make your own and then compare it at the end and realise just how that is so crash when the map that you get is so singular user. I was never singular user. Technically I was YS, but we'll take crash. We'll take crash in the meantime over SU any day. Yeah, you got a great sense of working out where things are. You've got a lovely sort of difficulty level. You can finish it in 2-3 hours. So go into it clean, enjoy it. It is a fabulous snack of a Spectrum game. It's a wonderful look at history, and as 2020 comes to an end, you can wrap it up as a sort of played, enjoyed, completed. That is Mire Mare for the Spectrum. 48K version. It is delight to play. Luca, it's wonderful. Hope for many more from you. I'm Ewan Spence, Retrospectrum. Gaming.com. You find us on YouTube. You find us on Facebook. You also have twitch.tv/Ewan Spence for my retro and modern gaming. For now, ta-ra. Have you enjoyed this video? Would you like to see more? Before you click through to watch something else, why not follow the link to help me make more fun reviews, clips, and content?